Alrighty, guys, it is 3:30 this Wednesday, October 1st, first day of the fourth quarter, and we got a massive rally on our hands. Go figure, right? The last thing I expected today. So this morning we said start off range bound. Let's fade the edges up to this level, the 6730, 30s and the 45s. They took out both of them, and they has been grinding higher, taking out the 6755s and making new highs. So we are in a pretty interesting spot, aren't we? It looks like a potential move out in the middle to the upside is building right from the get-go this fourth quarter. So at this point, you're going to have to start this from the long side. So I did a couple of trades, but I mean, it's been a grind to the upside. So uh, very surprising start of the quarter. We'll take it. Now going into, oh, by the way, we also in a government shutdown, as you know, so the the employment situation is not scheduled for Friday anymore. We'll see if anything comes out of it. Um, so far, tomorrow morning's news is uh, pretty anemic. Jobless claims, factory orders. Jobless claims at 8:30, factory orders at 10. That's pretty much it for tomorrow. Then Friday, supposedly job report. We'll see if that happens. They can time to vote on these bills now to get it back open again. So we'll see how this whole thing shakes out. But move to the upside, and it looks to me like we are going to start this on the long side of the market. We're going to buy weakness. If the trade below that edge, 67.45, nice ledge right there, and I'm back range bound. But at this point, I'm going to be looking to buy against the 67.50s, 50 to 55s, and that 67.45s rotations back up again. So that's how we're going to start the overnight. And we'll see if this is like a start or something, or yeah, I don't know. But one trade that was a short early on here, based on that range bound analysis. One short, I scratched it. Didn't go very far, then started trading back up from there. And I did not try a short again. So I realizing that, okay, the squeeze may be on, so not going to be super aggressive on that short side. Did not re-engage. I did a couple of NASDAQ trades instead of the ES. I'll show you that now. So NASDAQ going into today. Same analysis there, but look at that thing. They back making new highs on the Nasdaq too. That take it right up here against that 25,000, 25 to 30. So they're right up here. And I think they have taken out the highs and 25,000, and they are flirting with new highs. So above that level, the 24,900 started leaning towards the long side, and basically has been going higher ever since. No relief at all. I'm waiting for them to knock it down, but and I had a couple of trades, two trades to be exact. One trade was earlier on here. I bought that low and the rundown. I should have stayed in that trade. I took myself out because it was too volatile there, so I got out of that trade. But look at that thing, man. But I mean, this is chop in the middle. I mean, you can always re-engage it later if you think it's going to go. So, but I was in there for a bit, and I tried another short trade at the upper levels of resistance here. Paired the analysis, and I didn't like the action. I didn't look like it was going to fail, so I just got out of it. So I'm up 20 bucks on that and those two trades, and I haven't done anything since. But you see, I mean, they've been, it's not been a perfect run up here. They've been up, then shake out, then up, then shake out, and then a little run, and then a couple of runs after that. So it hasn't been easy to stay with the trade if you were in it. Kind of had to give it a fair amount of room. If you're too aggressive on moving that stop, you would just be knocked out of it. But we are up here against new highs, so man, I can't. So I'm up 20 bucks on those two trades and up 3 bucks on the one trade on the ES. So nothing much to lean against there. Bond market just range bound. They were pretty much. Let's fold this together while I got it here. On the Nasdaq, just fold that overnight together. And the bond market, um, they were trading up a little bit, but going back and forth, we said range bound trading, and so far it's holding on pretty good. A nice attempt to take it higher, nice move to the upside for a bit, and then pretty much settling in. That was on that ADP report came in way off that minus 32,000. That's kind of what moved the bond market this morning. And they're pretty much right back down again from there. So I would just stay range bound on the bond market right now and see if they're going to take out the lows and maybe retest these lows or not. And we'll see. I mean, basically, yeah, I would look at this ledge right now at the 1624s. for a potential buying opportunity below that one. I would probably go back range bound. So starting with a slight bias to the upside, but primarily range bound. Definitely, if it trade below 24, we are back range bound. All right. So that is the bond market. So not much going on there. But ES and Nasdaq, yes, that's absolutely creaming it today. So very surprising. Looking at the Nasdaq and gold, so gold backed off pretty good. They were way up here in the morning. They took it way up and knocked it back down. So they took out the London low, and I was looking for that rundown. It never happened. They kind of stalled there. So right now, starting off on the long side, looking for early weakness to get long at 38.85 and 38.80s for rotations back up. If the trade below that 80s, I would look for that retracement trade again. So that's what we got going on gold. Not going to be very aggressive on the short side. Gold seems to be on a tear up to 3,900 now. I'm betting 4,000 in no time here. So, and then oil, range bound, down here testing the lower edges, hasn't quite taken them out. They've probed to the downside, but hasn't quite showed any attempt to take it lower. So I would start off range bound, looking to sell strength against the 62s, the 6250s rotations back down again. I think above 6250s to go back range bound, looking for maybe a retracement to 63, 64. So there you have it. So far, two trades on the Nasdaq up $20, one trade on the ES, I scratched for $3, and that was it. That's what I've done so far. But Nasdaq, I tried a couple of times to, I tried a couple of trades on that one. It could have been an opportunity. I should have re-engaged it in the afternoon, but they kind of the sloppiness there was not making it easier. It is still you have to give a little bit of room to stick in that trade, but it's been a net grind to the upside. I can't complain about that pattern, right? So the ES was actually better behaved. It did not have these kind of rotations down, but it's a slow grind. You have to be prepared to sit in that trade for quite a while. All right, guys, we'll leave it there. I'll see you back tomorrow, and then we'll go at it again, October 2nd. So, you have a good evening. Later.